holy brothers and sisters! It is the 27th of SIVAN, and in the Kitzur Likutei Moharan, today's lesson will be called Dearest Doctors. Teaching number 217. The initial letters of the phrase, remember the Torah of Moshe, Zichur Torah Moshe, Malachi 3:22 spell out the word Tammuz, as it is written without the Vav. This alludes to the fact that in the month of Tammuz, it is necessary to draw forth memory in order to rectify the forgetfulness that came into being as a result of the shattering of the tablets, which occurred in this month. When the tablets were broken, the Vav departed from the word Tammuz, since the tablets were 6 handbreadths long by 6 handbreadths wide, from Baba Basra 14a, 6 being the numerical value of the letter Vav. Each month and every day, we know, has specific power imbued within it. We should make sure to capitalize on every opportunity to ride the wave instead of letting it pass us by. Teaching number 218. Sometimes a person suddenly travels to some faraway place. He does this in order to hide himself from some decree that has been passed against him from on high. And even though he does not know about it on a conscious level, his soul is nonetheless aware of it. And this is why he feels a desire to travel. But when the person comes to be famous in that place, it can then be harmful to him. God forbid, may God save us. Instead of running away from our problems, we should always try to face our fears. When we honestly approach it with logic and emunah, we will see that there is nothing other than God, and therefore there is nothing to fear at all. This is teaching number 219. When a person faces, hides, and diminishes himself with humility and low-spiritedness, then God too, so to speak, relates to this person with humility and low-spiritedness. He contracts and restrains his majesty and pride, and he diminishes himself, so to speak, and he dwells with the person, as in, I will dwell with the lowly, Isaiah 57:15. But when a person is haughty and inflated, God forbid, then God too shows his majesty and greatness. And who can endure and receives God's glory and greatness? For behold, the heavens and the heavens of the heavens cannot contain you. 1 Kings 8:27. This is indeed what caused the destruction of the Holy Temple on account of our many sins. We never want God to be rude, cruel, or strict with us. Therefore, we should be careful how we act with others. For the way that we put out our energies is the exact energies that we get back in return. Teaching number 220. If a person is experiencing some sort of trouble, God forbid, he tells it to a wise man, a mighty man, or a rich man until he succeeds in arousing that man's compassion, and then he can thereby be rescued from his trouble. There are all sorts of people in higher positions that may be able to help us to bring us redemptions, relief, and responses that we are looking for. But we must realize that Hashem is our biggest boss, our loudest lawyer, and our dearest doctor that we could ever hope for. So we should put our hope in Him. As always, thank you so much for learning together. If you enjoyed this lesson, please remember to like, comment, share, and borrow. And please God, we'll learn again tomorrow.